Okay, this is going to be a tutorial about how to create a WordPress site. Some of you may know how to do that, but this is obviously for those who don't. So first you got to go to wordpress.com and then you got to click on Get Started. Then we're going to put in our email address. And choose a username. And a password. So let's just use the website name. Okay. Now then you click on create your account. And I'm going to go ahead and save my password and stuff. All right. So this is the section where you're going to type in, this is the name of your website. So I suggest you just keep this easy, okay? So, because you're going to have to type it over and over and over again. So I'm just going to use my email address. If your email address is your name, you might not want to use that. You might want to just sort of create whatever, but you all know how to create a username. So I'm not going to get deep into that, but I'm just going to use my email that I used. Okay. So, and then you don't do anything that costs any money. So we're not going to register it. So it is available because there's JRV1112 wordpress.com. It's free. Don't do anything that costs money and hit select. Okay, then again, they try to get you to pay. You're just going to stick with, just ignore anything that costs money. Start with free site. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to cut the video here to speed this up. Okay. So this is where it's taking us here. So, but I don't like using WordPress, and I advise that you don't use WordPress either. I think what you're going to do is that you're just going to use the WP admin, the WordPress admin, which is this here. But we can just go down here and create a little bit of this. So let's go ahead and start. So we're going to give it the site title, and so let's just call it My Multimedia 1 WordPress site. Okay, we can change this later. Now in the tagline, I want you to put your full name. So I'm going to put my full name. And then we're going to save the changes. Okay, it already has the site address for you. That's where you go to visit your site. Okay, so now once you've done that, let's go back to the home. Okay, now it's kind of help you walking through this, but what I suggest you do now is that you're going to confirm your email address. And we're going to have them send the email. So we need to go to my email that I used to create the site, which was the Outlook website. And here's WordPress activate. Okay. And yes, this confirms that I actually created a WordPress site. Let's go to launch your site. If you don't do this, your site will not be active. So you can come back and update your homepage later, but just go ahead and launch the site. And now it's an actual site on the internet. So again, don't do anything that costs money. So this is your current site, so use that one. Skip the purchase. Okay, again, continue with your free site. All right. So now the site is all ready to go. Okay. Now this is the name of the site here, My Multimedia 1 WordPress site. That's just what I named it. Not very creative, but that's it. To get to it, though, you have to type in the address, which is JRV1112 wordpress.com. So you created that early on in the step. Now, I'm advising you to get out of WordPress. You're still in WordPress. Notice wordpress.com and then the rest of the stuff behind here. What I'm going to do to get out of this is I'm going to open another tab just so I can keep this one. And I'm going to type in the website address, JRV1112.wordpress.com. Now, after it, I'm going to hit /WP-admin. Now, I suggest that when you do this the first time, once you go to the site, your own site, of course, yours won't say this. You'll say whatever you gave address for yours. you're going to go to the dashboard of your site. And this is what the dashboard looks like with this dark strip on the side. And I suggest you bookmark this, okay? So I'm going to come over here and bookmark this. I'm going to put it in my bookmarks. I'm going to put my toolbar, bookmarks toolbar. So there it is. Okay, you can name it something different if you want. It says dashboard. I'm just going to take off my dashboard. I'm just going to say the name of my site here and save it. Okay, so now we're in. Okay, we created a site, we gave it a name, we put our name on it, and we launched it. So all of those things are done. Now, if you don't do it, if you skip any of those steps, your site will not be active. So the first thing we're going to go in here and do is create some pages. So let's go to pages here on the left. So this shows you your pages here. These are the pages that just come with this particular generic defaulted WordPress site. We're going to keep about, we're going to keep blog, we're going to keep the homepage, front page, contact here. We're just going to trash that one. Okay, because we're going to create our own. So it takes a little while for it to disappear here. There it goes. Now, what we want to do is we want to change the order of these pages. Okay, so we want this home page to be the front page. So you have to change the order. And WordPress orders the pages starting with the number 0, and then the second one's number 1, number 2. Why they couldn't just do it as 1, 2, 3, I don't know, but we're going to kind of fight that. We're just going to name the first one 1. So we're going to change this number to 1, and then the other pages we're going to create. Okay, so we're going to keep these the blog and the front page and about. We're going to add 2 more pages. So we're going to come here to page, and we're going to say add new. Okay. And we're just going to make a blank layout here and use the blank layout. And then the title of this page is going to be ICAs. That's for in-class assignments. We'll explain that later. We're going to do a lot of in-class assignments in this class. And we're going to change the, since page attributes is already open, if it wasn't, we could just flip this down and look at the page attributes, and we are going to change this to number 2 because we're going to make the home page number 1. This is going to be the second one, and then we're going to publish this page. And yes, we're really going to publish it. There's this little thing shows you that it's updating, and then it clicks and it's done updating. So let's go back to the pages again. Okay, so now we see ICAs here. Notice it's not up at the top yet. So let's, in the next one, we're going to add one more page. We're going to say add new. And then we're going to use the blank layout again. I click over here in this top right, and we're going to call this major projects. Okay, and then we're going to scroll down. And again, if page attributes isn't showing, you just click that little thing there. And this is going to be number 3. Okay. And then we're going to publish it. And yes, we're really going to publish it. And then we're going to go back to pages again. And we're going to change the order of some of these other pages. Okay. We're going to take the home page and we're going to edit that. We're not going to change anything on it. We'll just let it be called home page. Okay. This is what it looks like, which is fine to start with. We're going to come down here to page attributes and make this be number 1. And we're going to update it. We're updating it because it's already been published. Once you publish something, it automatically publishes the home page. So you don't have to hit publish for that one. And now we're going to come back in here again, back to pages again. And we're going to hit the blog. And blog's going to be number 4. So let's edit that. And again, all we're going to do is come down here to, it's already set to be the blog, so we just got to set a page order here. I'm going to click on document here. I'm going to scroll down to page attributes, and this is going to be number 4. And again, we're going to update it. And then we're going to go back to pages once again. And we're going to put the about page, and it's going to be the last one. Now let's count them up. So we have We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be the 5th one. Okay, so let's go to edit. And again, make sure you're on document here. Scroll down to page attributes, and this is going to be number 5. Okay, and then we're going to update this one. Okay. So now let's go back to the pages again. Now remember, we're not doing this inside WordPress. We're doing this inside the WP admin. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to appearance. Settings and reading. And under here, we say we want a static home page, and the home page is going to be the home we created there. The posts page is your blog's post, so we're going to come down here and say that blog is going to be the post. And then anything you do in WordPress, you have to hit Save Changes. So I scroll down to that. Okay, and now we're going to go to General, Settings General. And again, here's your site title. So just put a little space in there. Notice you can change this at any time. I'm also going to correct some of this. WordPress is written like this. My WordPress site. Now, also make sure your name is here, so your name shows up, okay? Because otherwise, I won't know whose My Multimedia 1 WordPress site will be. And you're not going to name yours My Multimedia WordPress site either. So once you've made whatever small changes you're going to make here, go ahead and save your changes. Okay, and now we're going to go down here to the menus. So we go to Appearance and Menus. And when we get to menus, these are notice this is the old contact page. So we're going to get in here and just remove that since we deleted it earlier. That's why it's invalid. So we're just going to remove it. Okay, so we do have home, blog, and about, but what we don't have is the major projects and the ICA. So let's click those and add them to the menu. And then let's put them in the proper order. So just drag them. Don't indent them like this because then it becomes a sub menu. Make sure they're out here to the left. So first is home, second is ICAs, third is major projects. See, don't indent it, pull it out here to the left, and blog and about. So that's what your menu order is going to be. So we're going to save the menu. Okay. So now we're pretty close to done. So what we're going to do here now is just go in and customize the front page just a little bit. So I'm going to go back here to all pages. So once we get here, we can come back here and go to Appearance and Themes. And themes, again, you want to avoid paying for anything. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the free themes. So these are trending, popular, and newest. They're all free and premium. So all shows you both paid, which are premium, and free, but you don't want to look at any ones that you have to pay for. So just go to free. Okay, and it'll show you all the free ones. These are the trending ones. These are the popular ones. These are the newest ones. Now, one thing you have to realize is that this is just showing you the potential layout. It doesn't show you what your site's going to actually look like. Like if you do one of these, photographer portfolio type of websites, it won't put all these photographs there. But what you can do is, find one that you like. I would suggest one where the menus are easy to read, like this one. Okay, because the menus is right there. This has menus right here at the top too, also very nice. Some of them have these little menu tools that you have to click on. Some of them have a big picture like this and no tools anywhere, which is kind of hard to deal with. So it's better to pick one that not the whole home page is just one big picture without any menus. This one does have menus across the top. But if you want to preview a menu, preview a site, all you have to do is hit preview. And it'll literally preview what you've created so far. Okay, and this is what your site would look like. Okay, now again, you can change some colors and some fonts and some things like this, but be careful. Some of the things that you may want to change, it's better to just leave default because they try to charge you. Just remember, don't pay for anything. So this in this particular theme now, if we like this, we can activate it. If we don't, we just hit the X. And that takes us back to the menu of other sites to look at. And remember, make sure every once in a while it'll kick you back to something you might have to pay for. So you might want to click on free again. And then let's see, let's find another one that's kind of nice looking. This is kind of related to what we're doing. Plus it shows the menus over here, so it's nice. Let's preview that one. Okay. So, and again, it has the menus here. That's nice. Okay. So, and then it has a little, example blogs and stuff. But let's just pick this one, okay? And you'll see it's not going to have everything here, but some of it's going to show up. So let's go ahead and activate it and save. Okay, now it says it's saved. So we can go here and just close this menu, and then we'll take us back to the editor again. Now we're back in the dashboard. So now let's just take a minute and just actually visit our site. So we type in I'm just going to get rid of all this stuff that's behind the actual website address, which is in my case, jrv1112wordpress.com. Just delete the rest of that stuff and hit enter. That's going to take us to the actual site. And this is what it looks like. Okay. So, and it has all this stuff there, and which we're going to get rid of. So I like the picture, so we're going to keep that. So we're going to go back into WP admin. So we're just going to hit the back key. And that takes us right back into admin. So we're going to go to our pages. And you can just click on the word pages. It'll show you all the pages. You don't have to click on all pages. And then let's go here. Okay, so we're going to come down here. And we're going to get rid of this because you're not building a small business website. So we're just going to get rid of this. Okay, and just hit delete and goodbye. It's just like a word processor or similar. Okay, and the rest of this is okay. If you want to, you can actually I think you can get rid of this picture too. So if you like this picture, you can keep it, but let's pick something that has to do with multimedia. So I'm going to go out, open a new tab. I'm just going to go to, let's see, images.google.com. Okay, so here's some fun ones. Okay, so I like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and just right click on it, and I'm going to say, I'm going to save the image. And I'm just temporarily going to save it to my desktop, and it's just multimedia JPEG. Okay, and now that that's saved and going back to my page, I'm going to click this, and I'm going to say replace, and open the media library. Oh, I'm going to upload it, so I'm going to upload it to my media library. So remember I saved on the desktop. It's called multimedia. There it is. I saw it this time. Multimedia JPEG. And it's going to upload to our music library and also replace it. So now this is taken over. And then once it's done updating, we're going to go here, and again, I'm just going to take off everything after the WordPress site so I can see the home page. And here's what that looks like now. Now, of course, it doesn't. I like kind of like the classroom thing. I probably would have left that, but I was just showing you how to replace that picture with something else in case you pick a theme that you really don't like. Don't like what's already there. Okay, so now we've created the menu, we've fixed the site. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is let's go back to the WP admin. So I'm just going to hit the back key. That'll take us back into the dashboard. Now remember, the About page was already created for us, so it may have some sample stuff there. But in this case, that's probably not bad. So we're back in here. Let's hit this button to go back to viewing the pages. And let's go into all pages are here. So let's go to the About page. And there is some stuff that's here. Now what I want you to do is replace this picture with your own picture. Okay, you can pick whatever picture you want. It just needs to look like you, because I'm also going to use this as to help remember your names as to who's what face in the class. Even though we're not a face-to-face class, I like to know who I'm talking to. And then here you can kind of introduce yourself, and you don't need to tell us your life story or anything, but just a little personal thing here. But what I want you to do is customize this page with your own little blurb, your little bio, whatever you're going to put about yourself. Remember, don't get too personal and don't put personal contact information, and then a photo of yourself. And just, you can stick to first names. You don't need to put your last name, but on the about page, okay? And then we just want to make sure our menus are still working. So let's just go back and take care of everything except the actual WordPress address. Let's go to the major project page, even though it's blank. And then let's click back on home and make sure the menu is still working to take us. Yes, it took us to the correct one. So now it's all set. So make sure that you take this right here. This is the actual address of your website, and send an email to me and put your first and last name, because nothing of this is your first and last name. And so I know whose WordPress site it is, and then send me this whole thing. Don't send me the WP admin site. Don't send me to your blog or your about or your ICAs. Click on home and then click here and copy that, and then go to your email and paste that in there. And don't forget to put your name, because this doesn't indicate whose site this is, okay? All right, so this will, when I go there, but I don't want to have to read it there, put it in the email.
Okay, thank you. That's it.